Welcome back to the channel, you guys. All right, yes, I'm very awkward because I'm standing in front of camera, which I do not like to do, but here's my 2006 Range Rover. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna put catalytic converters on, okay, because they didn't come with any. I don't know why, so I bought some off Temu, okay? So don't judge me, but they look like they're in pretty good order for Temu. All right, guys, Temu. Oh, and I locked my thing in. Great. Hold on a second. All right, sorry about that. They're actually AliExpress, which is, I guess, the same thing for most people. So we have these guys, both sides. So far they look all right, I guess. You know, I'm not an exhaust guy, but. Yeah, and I know you guys, where you guys AliExpress? You know, the big baller guys, but yeah, these are like $200 for both of them. Like the other sites were like 500, 1,000, 1,200, and you know, we gotta do the cheapest way possible here in backyard builds, you know what I'm saying? So we got this guy from Amazon that's gonna hopefully cut the exhaust. And these are some clamps that I got, just in case I need to clamp these sides. But it came with these clamps, which I don't know how that's gonna be. We're gonna find out though. So I'm gonna get under here, and I'm gonna cut these guys out. I'm gonna cut out them old boys under there. Way under there, my little hack job. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Cause I need to get this thing past inspection and drive it, because it's comfy and I love it. All right. It's leaking down in there. Kind of hard to see. Down in there, right there. So I guess that's the front crossover pipe. I don't know. And then right in there somewhere. Somewhere in there. All right. Okay, that's a 3 flange. And that up there is a 2 flange. 1, 2. See? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. All right, guys. Basically, this is where I'm at. All right, I need to somehow unplug the fuel injectors, which looks like a pain in the butt job to do. But got to do it, cuz. And then I will have to go back here and unplug that guy, and I think there's a connector back there. I could be wrong, but yeah. And then time to get bit up by mosquitoes, because it's that time of year and it's amazing. Great. Woohoo! All right. And then there's one of these fuel things I have to unplug. I don't know which one, but I'll find it and let you know. All right, next. All right, guys. So the only thing that was really a pain in the butt is unplugging these fuel injectors on each side, but taking that off, you have to use the tool. All right, there goes my thing. This is the tool right here. So this one right here, the little one. And then take off a bunch of hoses, and that connector back there I was talking about, and that little hose back there. All right, so it was leaking from here, I guess. I hope so. Like, that would suck. Now, what about this thing? I don't know. I'm gonna take it off and see if there's a crack or the gasket went bad. Something. All right. Sorry, I was able to take this guy off. So I'm assuming because the gasket is so flat, like this gasket right here, and maybe that one too, I don't know, but I'm gonna replace this whole piece and see if that does it. Hopefully it does. So I covered everything up. I'm gonna order that piece and we're gonna come back later when I get it. And I'm gonna do the spark plugs while I'm at it. I would do the belt, but the belt looks fine, honestly. I don't know. All right, we got a new one. It says it wouldn't fit, but I mean, how would it not fit? You know what I mean? It's the new one, it's the old one. So I'm gonna pop it on, make sure it fits. All right, guys, I'm back. Back. All right, so we got some new gaskets. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and clean this guy off. I don't like the way that feels. We got some new gaskets. I don't know how it's supposed to go on. Like this. There we go. Alright. Alright. One side. Now somehow I'm gonna put this back in there. Alright. Don't quite know how we're gonna do this, but we're gonna try. getting dark, so come back when the light's there. Alright guys, the next day. Looks like the only thing left to do, switch these hoses because they're on backwards. Switch those, put the air box back in, and make sure that no coolant's leaking. Like, do the pressurized test. And then hopefully that's it. Cross my fingers. Okay, so crazy thing is it's still leaking. So either I cracked it putting in, the seal is not in all the way, it's defective, or I screwed up somehow and didn't tighten the bolts down. So guess what? It's all gotta come back out. Great. We're just gonna do this all camera. Alright, so it took me like 10 minutes. So somehow I didn't tighten the bolts down. So I tightened them down, so hopefully that should do it. So I'm about to put it back on. So I just did all that and it still leaks. So not exactly sure what's going on, but I give up for now, which is kind of sad. So, yeah. Alright guys, part two. Alright. So we're gonna take this new part, second new one. I got some of this oil ring lubricant to lube up this oil ring and pop it in there and see how that goes this time. So here we go, part two. Alright guys, if at first you don't succeed, try again. So I got it. After 25 minutes, it's holding at 15 PSI. So I can finally put it all back together. Finally, after all this time. Alright, I'm gonna snap my fingers and it'll be all back in your time. It'll be like another 20 minutes. Alright guys, it's all back together. I filled it up with coolant. I actually changed the hood struts, which is easy. Just pop these clips off right here. And this video is getting really long, so we're gonna start it up, make sure everything's fine. Alright, don't come for me on my gas. That is a wrap for now, you guys. So we'll come back and change the oil and do some other things. Alright, and I think I gotta replace that PCB valve, because as you hear it, it's kind of loud. So like, comment, subscribe. Peace.